let's kick off by just asking drivers a little bit about. Talk us through your day. How's your day been so far, Bobby?
Yeah, we managed to score 2 loads of points, which is a big bonus. I think we found something, all 4 of us in the car, where we're going in the right direction. So I think we need to keep going in that direction.
And we should say that when Creasy started this morning, he started on a winning start. So first of all, Creasy won his first race of the day, which rather than BTCC was the Quick Fit Driver Challenge, where he was racing against some great adversaries like my 6-year-old son and my 8-year-old nephew, Alexander Max. But you still won, and that's a great start to the day. How's the rest of the day been?
Yeah, it was a great start, double win. I'll talk about that than the rest of my days. That's going really well, to be fair. I mean, we got off to a good start race 1, and I had a coolant alarm come up. Just made 3 positions off the start, and there was a bit of confusion going on with the temperatures, so there was a big alarm, so we decided to pit to make sure the engine didn't blow up. And then we got going again. Pace was good on hard tyre, but obviously it was in nowhere. Started the second race, and my brakes were a bit spongy from the start, and hit Matt Neal into turn 1, and he went off. So I've got to shoot, so I've got to go to the bus because he's complained about me. But and then we carried on the rest of the race, picked up a few places, and then it just started falling apart again towards the end of the race with the tyres and stuff. So, but we've got the hard and the medium out of the race, so we're on to the soft. So looking forward to race 3.
Things are going so far, but I'll try. Carl, if you can sort of sum up your weekend so far.
Yeah, the only way I can describe it really is just a massive roller coaster, to be fair. Yesterday we sort of, we were bang where we wanted to be in FP1. Then had some issues with the car in FP2, and then thought we'd sorted those, which we hadn't. Qualifying then went even worse, so we sort of found ourselves on the back foot today. But got rid of the hard tyre in race 1, which was the plan. And then it was a case of trying to push on, so we chose soft tyre for race 2 to try and get as far up the grid as we could to maximise race 3 with mediums. But we had a battery or an alternator issue sort of about a lap and a half, 2 laps from the end, so unfortunately it was a DNF. So yeah, it's one of those, it's motor racing, and we'll bounce back, but we've got a lot of work to do in race 3 now.
Yeah, motor racing at its cruelest. Jack, and you didn't even make the start this time, buddy.
Yeah, you think you've got some hard work to do. I'm going to try not to be too negative about the weekend because it doesn't get us anywhere. It started off in qualifying week. I don't know if anyone saw on my Twitter, but basically on a front wheel drive car we cross our tyres. So we go out the pit lane with the rears on the front and vice versa. There's been a red flag, everyone went out the pit lane, and they called me in to check my ride height on my cold brand new tyres, which was obviously going to fail the ride height. So we had all of our lap times taken away from us. So that put us on the back foot massively. So we started 21st today. Race 1, same as Carl, we elected to go with a hard tyre in the first race. Made a few places up, mainly through people just having accidents, things like that, so we came 18th. Just like Carl again, we went for the soft tyre to make those next few places up for the second race to hopefully get us in the hunt for the reverse grid draw. Well, you had an alternator failure or something 2 laps from the end? I didn't make the start because of an alternator problem, so yeah, mine happened a little bit earlier on in the race. It's frustrating because, like Bobby was saying, at the tyre test here a couple of weeks ago, we made some real improvements to the car, and we thought we had pace to race in the top 10 this weekend quite comfortably, which Bobby's proven, but unfortunately it hasn't gone quite our way so far.
Guys, Carl and I were part of Team Hard last year with the Ginetta campaign. This is our first year in the touring car side of things, but there certainly is a very strong team spirit amongst these 4 guys and all their crews, and everybody's determined to improve on their fortunes. And I think when I speak for all of us, the only thing we're just waiting for now is just that little bit of luck. Everything else is falling into place. Cars are getting quicker. The guys are very quick drivers anyway, so we're getting very, very close, and it's only going to be a short matter of time before things have changed around the other way, I'm sure.
I've got to shoot off because and I'll see you later on for race 3.
Yeah. Good luck. Before you go.
I almost wore my sunglasses just now to deal with Creasy's boots. I don't know if you spotted, but he has the most colourful set of race boots I've ever seen. Didn't have time to point them out to everyone, but if you see them later, they really are really colourful. And of course, Creasy just mentioned some of the great people who are here. We sponsor him, who make sure that our racing can continue. As with our other drivers here, there are people here, family, friends and sponsors who allow the race to continue, and I'm sure the rest of the guys would like to mention some of those, wouldn't you, Bobby?
Yeah, I haven't got as many as Creasy here. I've only got a couple of tables, but I've got the guys from GCar Scaffolding, but they've gone to watch the Clios, and I'm obviously not important enough. And the guys from CS Electrical, and my best mate Pat and his bird. So they've managed to come along as well. So yeah, not as many as Creasy, but still the people that matter.
Okay, well, as you were talking about sponsors, incredibly important, and without you good people, you know, we wouldn't be here. So, Jack, who have you got to thank this coming weekend?
Well, I had been looking for them. They've just popped up at the window over here. Look at them. We've got a cowboy on the left-hand side. He's come off the rodeo. That's Candio Vision. So you've got all your audio-visual needs. These are the guys you need to speak to, and that's about it this weekend. Just Candio Vision guys. And there's only two of them because Alan, who is also director of the company, he's booked a holiday on a race weekend. Is it the first race he's missed since 2016? Yeah. I think he almost cancelled his holiday, but I don't think it went down too well with the family.
Myself, sponsor-wise, not really got too many here this weekekend, but two tables at the corner are, you know, mostly family for me this weekend. There's maybe my wife over the back there. Hello, dear. Yeah, my three girls are over there as well. My brother, his wife, their children as well. My sister and partner and youngster as well. And yeah, Emma's dad and one or two others. So yeah, for me it's, you know, Snetterton's only 45 minutes up the road, so this is you know, my home circuit. So sponsors, not too many this weekend, but yeah, all family and a few friends over there for this weekend.
I think we mustn't forget Rebecca the teddy bear as well. Rebecca, are you there? There she is, the lucky mascot as well. Yeah, as Carl said, it's our home circuit, so it's nice to have that homely feel and not have to travel for hours on end.
Our holidays are normally planned around when the race weekends are, so yeah, you see, it's not a done thing, it's really not. And talking about holidays, we're just back after 5 weeks of the summer break. We're into the second half of the Touring Car Championship. And at the last race, we talked about what are you going to do over those 5 weeks. So, Bobby, how did those 5 weeks as a break go for you? What did you get up to?
I managed to get away to Greece as well. It was a nice, quick, last-minute getaway. A lot of coaching. I coach a lot of the other drivers you see out there in support races, so we'll come and do testing, and I'll be coaching them. I'll let everyone's eyes move as the cake comes out. Yeah, so a lot of coaching. The guys, apart from me, across the BTCC managed to go testing as well, which I unfortunately didn't do, but it sort of proved we didn't need it this weekend. Using the data what we got for the other guys, I was able to get away this weekend.
It wasn't a holiday anyway. I was away working as well, so I do a lot of work with Rolls-Royce. So I did 2.5 weeks Festival of Speed, and then we did like a customer event as well. So people coming along and driving £500,000 cars. It's quite nice. It's not too bad.
Bill, your holiday?
My holiday's completely different because unlike Jack and Bobby over there, I don't get to play and like drive cars around and mess around all day every day and just tell like youngsters to sort of turn in here and give it a bit of acceleration there. I actually have a real job, a proper job. So yeah, it's you know, we've got a family business. My dad's over there, so I basically run the day-to-day of that. So that keeps me more than busy. When I was saying that, we did have a little break. Myself, well, my family, wife and kids, and my brother and his kids went to Centre Parks last weekend and got away. But more on the thing of planning holidays, our actual holidays is we're going to Florida, and I cannot do a Creasy at Thruxton next time out and spend any time in the bus because I've literally got to take the overalls off, meet the family on the M25 and go straight to Gatwick to fly to Florida.
Oh, so, not bad,
that was planned around racing as well. So.
Piece of that. Kids, we asked you at the beginning, have you got any really difficult personal questions you want to ask the drivers? Have anyone got any questions? You know, has Mum helped you a little bit and asked you certain questions to ask them? We got any questions?
My name's Ty and I've got a question for Bobby. What was your footsteps to BTCC?
You got a microphone there, Mark? No, we'll use mine.
I'm moving at speed.
Okay.
My first steps, made it Hello, got me? Karting quite early, around about 14. Then went into Fiesta Juniors. There's still a load of junior series around, and I would advise as soon as you can get out of karting, because the earlier you get into a car, the more experience you can get. Then moved into Formula 4 Eco Boost, which is exactly the same as the Formula 4s you see go around today, just a different body shell on them. Then through to VW Cup with Team Hard, and then into touring cars, lucky enough to make that much of a step.
And how did you do in VW?
How did we do? Oh, we won the VW, so we've done it 3 years. It's a few years ago now. Thank you everyone. We've done okay in our first year. It's a little bit different going from a single seater with aero to a front wheel drive car. And then we changed. I went away from Team Hard, which we don't talk about, and then come back to Team Hard and we managed to win it.
Well, for me, I started racing probably about the age of 20, so did a bit of the short oval racing, done that for a number of years. Then went into what is known as national hot rod, so done that for a while. Circuit racing for me, I sort of came into it probably about 7 or 8 years ago. It was the first time I'd done some circuit racing. Pick up trucks, and we'd race those around here, and we used to do the big oval at Rockingham, so I also done the ASCAR series there as well, which is obviously the English version of what you see in the States, so that was quite good as well. And then last few years, sort of 2016, 17 and 18, I raced the Ginetta G55s. Last year we tagged along with Team Hard. We managed to finish runner-up in that series last year. And then obviously the natural progression was to stay with the team and do the BTCC this year.
I was like Bobby, so I started in karting when I was 6 years old. Only as fun, that's what it was going to be. My dad paid £100 for my first kart, came with 2 engines, race suit, race boots, no gloves, and a crash helmet. So yeah, that was a cheap way to start racing. Did karting up until I was 17 years old, me and my dad in the back of the builder's van. So again, not that glamorous. And then Mum and Dad cashed their pension in for my first race car. I shouldn't bring that one up, but he's not here, so I can't see him, so it's alright. For the MG Trophy Championship, which is like a little MG Zadar hatchback. And we won that the first year, then went into the Clios, and from Clios into touring cars. So this is my 7th year in touring cars, maybe? Yeah, I'm one of the old guys now.
What kind of cars have you drove?
What kind of cars have you drove? Bobby, tell us a little bit more about your cars.
With my job, I'm lucky to do a lot of manufacturer work, so not so much now, but I used to work with a lot of different manufacturers, especially when the new cars would be released. So yeah, I pretty much drove everything. A lot of cars, a lot of horrible ones and quite a lot of good ones. Events like Goodwood a couple of weeks ago is a good chance to have a go at a load of different cars as well.
We've got a Range Rover Sport, me and the wife, so I say we get to drive the car. It's more a case of I have to ask if I can drive the car, because it's normally taken up by my wife. So
I don't actually have a car. Sounds quite bad, doesn't it? Obviously, when I was with Honda, I had a Honda from Honda UK for the last 2 years. I've been working on Volkswagen for a little while, trying to twist their arm to lend me a car for the year, but it hasn't come just yet. So I'm actually using my dad's 04 plate Audi, which is quite nice. It's got air conditioning, leather seats, it's cruise control. It's quite nice, really.
Podiums have you had, Bob?
Not enough. None this year, none last year, quite a few the year before. But yeah, over the years plenty, but over the last 2 years, none. Sorry to disappoint you, good guy. None. It hurts me more than it hurts you, mate.
That is the most accurate statistical analysis I've heard all day. None, loads.
Well, we've got quite a few podiums over here. I know, Carl, you knew the data on last year in the Ginetta series, but can you figure out how many there's been?
The Ginetta last year, I think we had 7 wins and a further 13 podiums. So of the 25 races I think there was only 5 races that we didn't didn't feature in the top 3. So that was good, but yeah, not a BTCC podium just as yet.
Yeah, so Clio's probably maybe 25, 30 podiums in the Clio Cup Championship, which is on now. And in touring cars, I should know this, shouldn't I? Maybe 14, 15 podiums? Not sure. None this year though.